everybody can just sit down and read a bunch of stuff and say, have a nice life, Linda. But we're just not that kind of group. We always like to put a little action behind it. And I know you all work out every day and are in good physical shape, no matter how old you may be. And so, yeah, exactly, except for, well, you don't need your hands. Yeah, just your legs.
Oh.
So what I thought we would do, I found online a research project that is supposed to be a good test of nurses, and it's called the Nancy Nurse Test. So I thought I would give it to you all and myself at the same time. So here's how it works. I'm going to read a statement. If it applies to you at any point in your nursing career, I don't care how recent or how long ago, if you can remember, stand up. If the next statement does not apply to you, sit down. So you may be having to stand up and sit down a few times. All right. Is that all clear? Excellent. All right. First question. Did you graduate? Yeah, let's hope. Did you graduate from Prince George's Community College with a degree in nursing in the 70s? Stand up.
Whoop, you
Okay, stay. Excellent. Have you ever worked in a physician office? If that's true, stand up. If it isn't true, sit down. All right. Have you ever worked in a hospital in Charles County?
Do I have to sit down?
Sit down if it does not apply to you. Am I the only one? Besides you. All right. Have you ever, pay attention,
He's telling me I need to stand up. I need to stand up.
well, you were a volunteer.
I was a candy striper.
That's what I meant, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever been peed on by a patient, no matter the age?
Every nurse should be standing
Yeah.
up.
I had a feeling that would get all of us.
You're a nurse.
Have you ever delivered the baby and had the doctor wander in minutes too late? Yep. All right. Have you ever had the joy of driving a state of Maryland issued car? Yes, and they are top quality, aren't they? Top drawer. Have you ever been issued a new rule by the state of Maryland, and when you were told this new rule, said, "Are they serious?" That's what I thought. Have you ever had to hold back words not befitting a nursing professional because the patient kicked you, bit you, and or threw a piece of medical equipment at you, i.e. the bedpan?
How about handing you feces?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
So apparently all of us have been in that situation. Okay. Have you ever had a hard time understanding what a patient was saying and they were speaking English? I don't know about that. I had no baby. Yeah, we all know who we have to do things. Have you ever gotten all the babies you were caring for diapered and swaddled and happy, only to have the pediatrician come in and undiaper, unswaddle, and unhappy the whole group, and the boys were peeing in the floor? Yeah, been
Or
there.
their faces, or in their mouth.
Right.
Or in the next crib.
Yeah, or hit the kid next
You know,
door.
all the
Yeah.
ways and-
Thank you, Dr. Miller,
Yeah.
especially. Have you, on any given workday, and this is in your entire career, any given workday, paused for a moment and said to yourself, "I am definitely not getting paid enough for this"? Okay.
No hesitation on that one.
Yeah, exactly. ever been crazy enough to have Lois Beveridge as your supervisor once and then electively choose to have her as a supervisor a second time?
This was enough.
I had you.
Oh, that's right. I meant two
came
different
back.
locations. I'm
Okay, then
sorry.
I'll sit down.
Okay, who's left? Linda. Yay, Linda. Let's see who's left.
She did do it.
Every one of those things in one lifetime. That was pretty good. But the first part of what I said was for laughs. Although seriously, as Chris already wisely knew, every bit of that is true. There is nothing I made up, and there's a ton more we could have said, right, ladies? Yeah.
Kids are here.
Yes. But this part of our evening is a serious look at an outstanding career. Linda did, in fact, graduate from Prince George's Community College in 1978, although she started her college education at George Mason University. Her first job after graduation was at Physicians Memorial Hospital, which is the name I will always think of for this hospital. I have a hard time calling it the 20 acronym, letters it is now. It's just ridiculous. Ironically, I started working at PMH the same year, which I did not realize until, a couple hours ago.
One each.
Yeah. Linda became part of a great team of nurses who cared for women and their infants. Linda, always known for her skills, her laugh, and her tears when life did not go right for her patients. She not only could coach a woman through some of the toughest moments of her life and then celebrate the new life she delivered, but she was quite the nursery nurse, keeping the wee ones fed and dry, including those who were not doing as well as we expected or hoped. Linda used her nursing skills in other areas of nursing as well, including additional training as a NICU nurse at Columbia Hospital for Women. One of the toughest jobs in nursing, to be sure, is providing care for our littlest and sickest babies. Something I'm sure was helpful as she helped watch over her youngest sweetie this autumn. I only had to spend 1 week in a NICU with the triplets when they were born, so I can't imagine how tough that must be. She was also an office nurse for a time with an oncology office, also a tough job. We were lucky enough that Linda did choose to not let the fact that I was the program manager for maternal child health at the Charles County Department of Health keep her from joining us in 2006. As I thought, she would easily adjust to public health nursing. The hardest part may have been learning to call folks clients instead of patients, something we still struggle with. She put her health education skills to use, patiently trying to help the people of Charles County live healthier, be healthier, and give their children as healthy a start, shameless plug, as possible. She made sure they had the resources for medications, health care, often somewhere to live, and even food to eat. I do not have enough paper to write down all of the words that could be used to describe Linda as a nurse, but I will try to find some. The first word is heart. When Linda gives her heart, she gives it all. This is obvious not just in her generosity to her clients, but her children, her grandchildren, and of course her husband, Chris. Dedication. I know she has worked countless hours unnoticed. Won't stop until she knows she has tried everything she can to help her clients. Professional. Being a professional is first, and she follows this code of conduct. Experienced. Linda's long career is evidence of her many skills learned, and she uses all of these in the wonderful care that she gives. And diplomat. Yeah. How to handle difficult subjects and situations. How to deliver news folks don't want to hear. Some of my favorite, I'm deviating from mine. Some of my favorites though are when they still wouldn't hear her and she kind of had to pull out a little bit of, this is just how it is, okay? We will need to adjust. Not everyone has this talent, but Linda does. She also was so wonderful, as was Darlena and Tina and Maureen and Shirley and Elaine and Phil when they were there, at reminding me, no, Lois, you cannot do away with Henrietta and pull me off the edge. Especially these guys. It was never easy. How to end comments about such an amazing career. It isn't possible. Once a nurse, always a nurse. The story will go on, even if not officially. Linda will be Linda. Her generous nature will not stop. She will always be that friend, that mom, that grandmother, that daughter, that wife, who can be counted on, cherished, loved, and respected. Thank you, Linda, for the lives saved, the lives lovingly ending with dignity. The health of this world is improved because of you. Now I'm done.
I had a very nice career, and I'm, very glad that I became a nurse, and I'm glad that I met all of you because you made my life a lot happier, and I will continue to see you all.
Oh, yeah.
I will continue to harass you, Darlena,
Poor darling.
and we'll continue to do things together.
Excellent.
I got my toes in the water, ass in the sand, not a worry in a world of cold beer in my hand. Life is good today, life is good today. Well, a plane touched down just about 3 o'clock, and the city's still on my mind. Bikinis and palm trees danced in my head, I was still in the baggage line. Concrete cars, oh, they own prison bars, like this life I'm living in. But the plane brought me farther, I'm surrounded by water, and I'm not going back again. I got my toes in the water, ass in the sand, not a worry in a world of cold beer in my hand. Life is good today, life is good today. Adios and via con Dios. Yeah, I'm leaving GA, and if it weren't for tequila and pretty senoritas, I'd have no reason to stay. Adios and via con Dios. Yeah, I'm leaving GA, gonna lay in the hot sun and roll a big fat one, and grab my guitar and play. The 4 days flew by like a drunk Friday night as the summer drew to an end. They can't believe that I just couldn't leave, and I bid adieu to my friends. 'Cause my bartender, she's from the islands, her body's been kissed by the sun, and coconut replaces the smell of the bar, and I don't know if it's her or the rum. I got my toes in the water, ass in the sand, not a worry in a world of cold beer in my hand. Life is good today, life is good today. Adios and via con Dios, a long way from GA. Yes, and